From the borough of Queens, we're at the home of the Mets, Citi Field. Today, the third and final game in this three-game series between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the New York Mets. The Metropolitans look to extend their historic winning streak to 18 right after this. Zach Wheeler gets the ball in game 3 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, this guy is one of the better pitchers in the league, and one stat that jumps out, take a look at that strikeout to walk ratio. That's about as good as it gets. And look for him to dominate in this one.
At the plate, Gerard Dyson. He will lead this one off today.
Leading off for the Diamondbacks, the center fielder, number 1, Gerard Dyson.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Popped him up. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. These Mets, fellas, as they take the field here today, all you can really say is they've been on one heck of a run.
Matty, this is the best team in baseball right now. I mean, just a double-digit winning streak that, I mean, maybe happens to 2 or 3 teams a year you get this hot. This team is rocking in all facets right now, and they're a fun watch.
Hold on here, though. You can see the skipper heading out of the dugout now, so that very close, safe call might be challenged.
Yeah, Matt, definitely a close play right there. And we're going to take another look at it right here. Boy, that's just so tough to tell for sure from that angle. So we'll see what the decision is from the dugout, whether they want to challenge or not.
So here's the signal from the bench, and they will indeed ask for the play to be reviewed. So the umpires will get on the horn with the replay operations center in Manhattan and attempt to get a definitive answer on this play.
The Mets have decided to challenge.
All right, so here's one final look at it. Now remember, there has to be indisputable video evidence in order to overturn the call. He was called safe and probably could go either way, but I don't think there's enough right here to change the call.
And we'll get our answer here, as it appears the umpires have made their decision and the headset comes off. And the runner is safe at first as originally called, so they will lose the ability to challenge for the remainder of the game. And that's through for a hit. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning.
Hey, after back-to-back singles right here in the top of the first inning, this team is in prime position to jump out to an early lead and be the aggressor today.
Up next for Arizona, Paul Goldschmidt. First at-bat for him as he enters play number 3 in the National League batting race.
This is the guy they're going to have to be careful with. He could put 3 runs on the board in a hurry, so expect them to try to get him to chase something out of the zone if they can.
Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Ed Drummond.
Yeah, Matty. Hey, you know what, Bureau? This Ed Drummond, he's a good umpire. Fair umpire, good ball and strike umpire. Pretty much straight down the road.
That's all you look for, Dan. Just be consistent. I don't care if you're given 2 to 3 inches off the outside corner, but you can't do it on the inside corner. If you're going to stick to one thing and stay consistent with it, no player will have a gripe with you.
Yeah, well, when a guy's swinging the bat as well as he's been, this is a smart move. No reason to tempt fate out there.
Jake Lamb standing in now. He's got an opportunity here in a bases-loaded situation and seems like the right man for the job.
I'd say so. He's the team leader in RBIs. Time for the right man in the right spot.
Dyson at third, Marte at second, Goldschmidt on at first with nobody out. Oh, and he struck him out. A big strikeout there with the bases loaded, and that's the first out of the inning. Time now to look at the Diamondbacks starting lineup. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, Matty, I'm excited to watch David Peralta play. He's really had a heck of a year in the power categories, slugging over 500 coming into this one. That means almost every time he's hitting the ball, he's hitting it hard somewhere. Should be fun to watch.
First pitch on its way. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball. Bases are loaded here, 1 man out. Swing and a drive to right by Peralta. This one's got some carry. Back goes Bruce. Gone! It's a grand slam. So he promptly unloads the bases with that one. 8th home run on the season for him as they move on top 4-0.
Well, it seems like only a couple of minutes ago that we were ready for a hard-fought game. But things have taken a dramatic turn here early. They jumped all over this guy, including that grand slam. And they might not be done yet.
Ready now for the Diamondbacks, Steven Souza. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. Driven nicely into the gap. Around first, he's digging for second. And he'll pull into second with one away.
Sometimes you get off on the wrong foot, and it's hard to get back on the right one. That's the 4th hit he's given up here already in the early going. He's got to find a way to string some outs together, or he's going to be in some deep trouble.
Swing and a miss, 0-1.
He definitely doesn't look himself to start this one. And this lineup needs to be on the attack early and be aggressive and find a way to stay in this game.
Just couldn't pull that one back in time. It's 0-2 now. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
This has not been a weekend to remember for him. He's just been completely lost at the plate, flailing all over the place. Now that's his 6th strikeout of the series. They've really got him figured out.
Into the box now, Daniel Descalso, as he'll take strike 1 on the inside corner. This year against right-handed pitching, Descalso is a batting line residing in the 230s.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with the batting average on the season, but he's found a way to get on base north of 350, working walks with an unbelievable eye at the dish.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now he needs to think about this hitter.
The 2-1 is a fastball down below the knees.
Here's the game within the game. You have a better matchup on deck. You got a 3-1 count in this situation. Don't be afraid to put him on base and attack the next guy.
Well, as demonstrated there, that's a tough pitch to do anything with.
Oh, you think? If you've got a good fastball like he does, that location can be really effective. It looks so tempting to the hitter, but making contact on that pitch can be very tough.
And there's ball 4 as this one gets away a bit.
That walk is going to feel a little extra frustrating for this pitcher. Not only do you never really want to walk the number 8 hitter, but it's also going to let the pitcher hit this inning instead of forcing him to lead off the next one.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. And this will get over the wall, in fact, so just the 1 run will be allowed to score. Here's Gerard Dyson. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail.
He's in at second safely as 2 runs come across to score away from the play.
Well, this doesn't have the makings of a start he's going to be proud of, does it? He's getting absolutely pounded here in the first inning, and I would think they're not going to let this go on for much longer.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. First pitch coming. Here it is. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball. Ball 1.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
Sent on the ground out to second. And it's in time at first, and hallelujah, the side is retired. But not only do they take the lead, they also open it up a bit as Zach Greinke starts the game on the mound for the 3rd and final game of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
This guy's a pretty good pitcher, and I was looking through the stats, and one thing jumped out at me, a sub 1.20 whip coming into this start. That tells me a couple of things. 1, he's not afraid to throw strikes, and 2, when he does throw strikes, he throws quality, and he still gets people out. It'll be fun to watch this guy work in this one today.
A swing and a miss. 2 quick strikes to start his afternoon. And the pitch. fouled off. Another 0-2 from Greinke. And a fastball just a bit up.
Hey, I can understand why he wanted to elevate the fastball right there. This batter's eyes have been lit up since he stepped in the box. Let's see if he gets him fishing on something breaking in the dirt right here.
Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. With a moment here in Flushing Meadows, let's meet the Mets. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Matt, you take a look at both these lineups. They got their work cut out for them. This is going to be a pitcher's duel. Both these guys can
There's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he got every stitch of, as that one, without a doubt, is gone. Solo shot to right center, number 148 for his career, and they're now on the board, though still well behind.
Wow, talk about a guy getting hot, right? Hits a bomb, hit one yesterday. Usually when he gets hot, he starts to hit them in bunches, and this could be the beginning of a very, very good hot streak.
Batting third, center fielder.
Stepping in now, Michael Conforto. He'll swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play. Greinke stands 6'2" and throws from the right side. He's a 15-year major league vet, so it's been quite the career for him.
Yeah, Matty, to play 14 years in the big leagues, without question, I can't tell you what this guy's seen. Add in the minor league stops, he's seen every corner of this nation right here. He's been on buses, he's been on charter planes, he's seen every part of what baseball has to offer.
Greinke ready now, the 1-1. Hit the target, but this is low, 2-1.
Wow, it's just doesn't seem like he's being as aggressive as he was before he gave up that home run. Was throwing the ball great. Now it seems like he's a little bit more tentative throwing the ball across the plate.
Count even at 2-2. Three and two. Waiting his turn on deck, Yoenis Cespedes. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Here's Yoenis Cespedes. Couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. Here comes the first pitch. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time. Conforto, base runner at first with 1 out. Lifted into center field. Dyson's there. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Next for the Mets, Jay Bruce. And as we give you a look at his splits, he's had the better of right-handers this season, no doubt about that. Greinke comes set. Here comes the first pitch. And a ball 1-0. The 1-0 finds the zone, strike 1. Two out with the man at first. Lays off 2-2 now. Here now the 2-2 is laid off and the count runs full.
Well, this has been a good at-bat. He's now worked the count full to 3-2. It allows the runner on first to be on the move with 2 away.
And it's fouled away. Started to go around, but it's a called third strike anyway, and that will retire the side. Mets do get 1 back, though, on the solo home run. We'll head to the top of the second. It's the Diamondbacks 7 and the Mets 1. Digging in to try it again, Paul Goldschmidt. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. Grounder down the line at third. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
Okay, here's how the Mets are lining up defensively. And let's focus our attention on the Todd father. Soft hands, big-time arm across the diamond, and former home run derby champion. And he's from Jersey. Don't hate.
Nope, and that misses ball 1. The 1-0. Misses for the second ball. Now the 2-0. 3-0 now. Now the 3-0 offering is in there for strike 1. Just the second inning, but already 37 pitches to this point. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Cabrera's there. And that's the second out.
Now batting, left fielder,
Trying to pick things up where we left off, David Peralta. He went deep for a grand slam in his first at-bat. First pitch coming. Here it is. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Conforto is after it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So 1, 2, 3 go the Diamondbacks. They're on. Here's Tom Frazier now. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going. So what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
No balls and a strike to count. The windup and the 0-1. And that one just missed outside. Career line against Greinke. He's totaled 4 hits in 24 at-bats. He also has 1 home run. The 1-1 home. Misses, ball 2.
1 strike.
2-2. The 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full.
He walked the guy back in the first, and now he's looking like he might hand out another free pass to the leadoff guy here. You can't be walking a guy an inning and think you're going to have any success.
And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second. Here's Adrian now. He also had 3 hits in the win last night. First pitch of the at-bat. And he fouls this one off. Ready with the 0-1. Softly hit out to short. Step on the bag for 1. Back to first, and Adrian is hit into a double play.
Good pitch on the ground ball there, and an even better job up the middle to take it himself and turn 2. Pretty smooth.
Into the box, Zach Wheeler. As Greinke jumps ahead of him here with strike 1. Down the third baseline. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Nothing doing for the Metropolitans. They're down 7-1. Some fans still trickling into the ballpark as we get you set for the top of inning number 3. Ready for another chance? Steven Souza. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat. Here's the pitch. And a high strike there, 0-1.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attack in the philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run their barrel into it. Not the case with the high fastball.
So it was a swinging strike 3. Steven Souza goes down for the first out here in inning number 3. Here's the catcher, Alex Avila. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Pitch on its way to Avila. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, got him reaching. And he makes the throw to first. Avila is retired, 2 down now. Stepping up now, Daniel Descalso. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. The windup and the 0-1. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And this is past Adrian down the line, a fair ball.
I can't tell you guys how fired up Bobby Cox used to get when the 8-hole hitter would get a knock. And I would know that, boys, because I batted an awful lot in that 8-hole in my early days.
Just off the outside, and it's 1-0. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. Line down the left field line. But this is going to get foul. A runner on first with 2 away. And a ball and 2 strikes to the Diamondbacks pitcher. Heading out towards shallow right. Bruce has a read on it, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. The catcher Devin Mesoraco stands in, and you see the numbers there. He's been very dangerous at the plate, to say the least.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
And the fastball hitting 93 on the gun. It's 1-1.
That pitch up in the zone called the strike, and that's a tough pitch for a batter to hit, though, that fastball that's high in the zone.
High in the air and deep to left center field. Peralta going back at the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Ahmed Rosario. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Ball 1. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2. Now the 2-0. Too high, and it's 3-0.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one, but that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
A 3-ball 1-strike count to the Mets shortstop. 1 out, nobody on. Called a strike, and it's full 3-2. And he looks at ball 4 now, so he's aboard, and you always have to worry about the threat of the steal when he's on base.
Man, that's just painful for a pitcher right there. A 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get him to chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that one too much.
Runners off for second, and he steps off. Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera on the move again from first. Fouled away. Rosario stands at first with 1 out. And now he's on the move again for second. That's a strike to throw down. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily. The 0-2 pitch. Into center field, line drive base hit. And the runner scores from second as they chip into the deficit here. So he's aboard with his second hit of the afternoon so far as we take a look at the league leaders in hitting. And as you see, he's right up there among the league leaders in that department. Here's the first pitch now from Greinke. And that one stayed too low apparently. Runners on first with one down. That's inside. 2-0.
Not the ideal spot to be right here. 2-0 count on a real good hitter. Boy, you're going to have to make some really good pitches now.
Now the 2-0 home is laid off, but in there for strike one.
Hey, you get 2-0, your eyes light up, but you're sitting in one spot, and he obviously didn't get it right there. But he still finds himself in a 2-1 count, ready to do some damage.
Drilled right back up the middle. One there. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. So one run, one hit, no error. Back to the top spot in the Arizona lineup now, and stepping in, Gerard Dyson. And he's looking to add on to his 2 RBI game from earlier. No balls and 1 strike. Now a bunt attempt here, but this will get foul for strike 2. And he lays off the curveball. Strike 3 called, and that's going to be out number 1. Opportunity now to look at some of the future plans for this Mets organization as our Road to the Show report spotlights a couple of guys that have been playing very well in recent action. Striding in once again, Ketel Marte. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
It might be time for this guy to start mixing his pitches up a little bit better. He's pitching poorly, but you look at his first pitch strike percentage at over 70%. This team batting has a pretty good idea what his game plan is.
Rolled slowly to first. And he'll step on first himself for the out. Ready for another shot now, Paul Goldschmidt. 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. A fastball right down the middle for a strike.
You know, if I'm the hitter right here, I'm like, okay, you want to come get some early in the count? I was about to wait you out, but now game on.
1 ball and 1 strike to the Diamondbacks first baseman. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Ball even at 2-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit in the air to center field. Conforto moves over, and that retires the side. Diamondbacks down in order. They're on top. Here's the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Here's the first pitch now from Greinke. Here's Greinke back to work now as he jumps ahead of the first man to greet him. It's strike 1.
We're moving along in this one, heading into the middle innings. This guy continuing to pitch well, and one of the reasons why, first pitch strike ratio over 70% up to this point in this game.
A windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he'll try and tempt him with 1 in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Yeah, that's the spot right there for an 0-2 pitch. Make him see if he'll chase that slider in the dirt, especially with the bases empty.
And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Chopped weakly to the left. Lamb is up with it. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. Here's Jay Bruce now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1.
Boy, good inside fastball right there. Trying to tie the hitter up, trying to keep him from getting those arms extended. A pitcher's pitch.
looks at a changeup in there, 1-1. 2 runs on 2 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. This is well struck, high and deep toward the left field corner. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the left field wall. And he'll reach second now with 1 away. So a good job of going the other way here as he checks in with the 1-out double. And as we bring up our team leaderboard, you can see there he currently ranks 4th on the Mets in that department. A man at second with 1 down, and standing in a power threat in Todd Frazier, the third baseman. Here's the first pitch to him. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball. Fastball. Whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut.
I'll tell you, there was intent behind that pitch. I'm not saying he was trying to hit him, but when you're facing a guy like this, you don't want him to get too comfortable in that batter's box.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. He's set. Here's the 3-0. And that misses, ball 4. So with 1 out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
First baseman, number 23, Adrian.
Here's Adrian now. He's 0 for 1 thus far. From the stretch, there's a fastball right over the inside corner. Bruce over at second. Frazier at first. 1 gone. And no swing apparently. Ball 1.
Well, you're in trouble at the plate if you fall behind this guy 0-2, so that was a good job to hold up right there.
Now here's a swing, and Adrian sends a high fly ball deep to right field. Gone into the upper tank. Adrian Gonzalez, a 3-run home run. Number 23 for him thus far, and that lead is trimmed to 7-5 here.
That's one of those pitches you wish you could take back as soon as it leaves your hand. But guess what? There are no delete or rewind buttons in baseball. That's a mistake, and it was a good job by his opponent to make.
In now, Zach Wheeler. As he'll send a ground ball down to third. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
The catcher, number 40.
Next up for New York, Devin Mesoraco comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. First offering on its way. And a fastball just a bit high.
Still a little bit early to be worrying about this, but in a 2-run game, a 2-out walk right here could at least get the tying run to the plate. And on top of that, there's some pop on that on-deck circle.
Skied into straightaway right. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. But the Mets strike for 3, all coming courtesy of this 3-run home run. We're through 4. It's now 7-5. Jake Lamb standing in now. First pitch of the at-bat. Bounce to first. And he'll step on first himself for the out. It's fair to say that early on, at least, the runs have come in bunches here this afternoon. A high-scoring affair thus far, and we're only in the 5th inning. Now at the plate, David Peralta. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. A count of 1 ball, 1 strike to David Peralta.
That's a real good job of going back-to-back fastballs right there. Most of the time, a hitter will see a fastball in the inside half of the plate, and they'll just think, well, this pitcher's going to go back on the outside. But when you double up like he did right there, it sends a message to the hitter that you're not afraid to throw in that inner half of the plate.
This is line to left. That's in for a base hit, and he's 2 for 3. Running hard. He's digging for second. He's around second now as they're still searching for it out there. And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
Yeah, and most guys that hit for the cycle can get a single or a double but struggle with the rest. Not this guy. He's already got the homer and the triple, so the hardest parts are out of the way. We'll see what the rest of the game holds in store.
He's 1 for 2 in this one. High in the air out to center field. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And the run is in to score from third. It's now an 8-5 game. Here's the catcher, Alex Avila. He's hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. Conforto giving chase. But the left fielder calls him off and makes the catch. Leading off the inning, Ahmed Rosario. And they'll need him to get something going here. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch lays off 1-0. The 1-0 looped out toward third, and this will be no problem over at third, and there's the first out. So the leadoff man set down here for Asdrubal Cabrera. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fouled off. Set to deliver the 0-1. Strike 2 at a pitch that catches the outside corner. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2. 5 runs on only 4 hits and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Lifted down the line in left. Peralta will drift over to his right a few steps as he takes it for the second out. Digging in once again, Michael Conforto. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. And right into the shift. Fielded by Goldschmidt. And he'll step on the bag himself. And the inning is... So a new pitcher set to come on as we'll see the hard-throwing southpaw Dan Runsler here. Digging in and looking for more, Daniel Descalso. He'll start things out now in the top half of the 6th. 0-1 the count. And And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Slider stayed too low. Ball 2. Now the 2-1. And it's fouled away. Here now the 2-2. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
The pitcher, number 20.
Digging in once again, Zach Greinke. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. In there, and it's 0-1. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands.
That's not an easy pitch to do anything with, right? 96 miles an hour in on the hands. You almost have to be looking for that pitch to be able to do anything with that.
Cespedes is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2. Back to the top spot in the Arizona lineup now, and stepping in, Gerard Dyson. He got called out on strikes his last time through. Popped him up, and Frazier will make the catch to retire the side. So 1-2-3 go the Diamondbacks. They're on top by 3, 8-4. Here's Yoenis Cespedes, 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
You know, Madden, every team has that one guy, and Yoenis Cespedes is that guy for the Mets. Completely changes that complexion of that Mets betting order.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Peralta is under it. Makes the play. 1 away.
The right fielder, number 19.
So 1 away in the inning, and here's Jay Bruce. Here comes the first pitch. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger 0-0. They want to see something go by, calibrate the speed, calibrate the brake, and then make their adjustments off that. Maybe that's the case right here.
On a line, that's a base hit.
Dan, this guy's on fire. I used to say all the time it's about 150 ABs to 200 ABs where you start figuring out what type of season you're going to have. He's obviously in May, and he's on fire.
D-Road, he's been locked in from day 1 of this season. It's continuing right now. Anything that is around the strike zone, he feels he can get the barrel to it, and he continues to hit line drives.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Missed with a slider.
This is one of those classic cases of the right guy at the right spot. They need to get a rally going, and this is maybe their best hitter, so he's the right guy in the right spot for this team right now.
Not close. It's 2-0.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
And here's a slider for a called strike. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. The 2-2. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. The second for 1. And a good save at first on the offline throw, but they just get 1.
Well, he definitely rushed himself on that return throw to first there, and he threw it away. They got the force at second, and the runner didn't advance, so it'll just be scored a fielder's choice.
Greinke comes set. First pitch on the way. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. 0-1, here it comes. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
When you're facing a guy with this many pitches in his repertoire, I say throw everything out. 0-2, he's sitting fastball.
lifted the other way down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. And this one's in the dirt. And he'll rein it in as the count moves to 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Swing and a little tapper. Frazier is off at first with 2 away. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Dyson is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Paul Sewald is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 51.
Ketel Marte will be the first one to greet him here as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now. No balls and a strike to count. The windup and the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that slider's almost in the dirt. Bases are empty, 1 man out. In for a strike. It's 1-1.
Good pitch right there from the reliever. Tough for hitters to do much with pitches in that location unless they're looking for it.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Skied into very shallow right. Bruce has a read on it, and that's the second out of the inning. Jake Lamb standing in now. No hits in 3 tries so far. He struck out once. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. 2 out, nobody on. Cold strike, 0-2.
Hey, this is the game within the game right here. The hitter has to decide if he's going to change his game plan. Is he going to stay staunch and wait for him to miss over the heart of the plate or inside? Or is he going to adjust his sights and try and drive the ball the other way?
And wow, tough to lay off the fastball there, but it's 1-2. The 1-2. Hit hard on the ground is short. And there's his first base hit in this one. So good work on a 1-2 count to get on base.
I don't know what side of the fence I'd fall on, boys. Old school, new school. I think I kind of stand right along that fence. But one thing that gets me jacked up is watching guys grind down in the count and drive base hits the other way.
And that's in there for a base hit, his 3rd hit of the game.
Well, with that base hit right there, D-Row, he's 1 double. He's 3/4 of the way to the cycle. He gets 1 more AB. All he needs is a double.
Yeah, and I got to be honest with you. If I'm hitting right here and I have a chance for a triple, Dan, guess who's tripping coming around second base?
That's it. Hang on for 2.
Pulling up.
Behind 0-2 now.
It looked like from our perspective he gave up on that one a little too quick and then tried to emergency hack late.
Hit hard down the line. On to first, and the Diamondbacks are turned away as the
now pitching for the Diamondbacks.
Brandon Nimmo is up off the bench as he'll be asked to get something started in the home half of the 7th. Line drive to left. And that's going to be a base hit. So a great job off the bench as he's aboard to kick off their half of the inning.
Hey, excellent job right there, leading off the inning with a base hit. We got to keep this line moving. We cannot stop. Nobody can make an out. We have to find a way to put 2 men, maybe 3 men, put some pressure on this defense.
He's ready. Now the pitch. And there he goes towards second. Pitch inside. The throw. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down.
Can't imagine he comes back with a third breaking ball. That hitter looked like he timed that one up pretty well and just missed it, fouling it away.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1.
On the ground toward the hole, and it's through. A base hit. The throw home.
The tag is there from Avila, and he's out at home plate. And that will bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And that's off his leg on the mound. Thankfully, he's able to recover, and he gets the second out at first. And time now to see quite where that got him. And it appeared from up here at least, and his actions on the field confirm it. It looked like it got him. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Here's a swing and a long drive high in the air and deep to center field. And off the batter's eye for a home run. An impressive shot to dead center field. Two-run shot to straightaway center. Career homer number 149. And it's now an 8-7 ball game. Ball's jumping in this one. That's the 4th to leave the yard so far.
Matty V, this is kind of a mini home run derby deal. A ball flying out of the ballpark today.
Just great approaches by both lineups today. We were around the cage during batting practice. Both were super confident, and it's coming to fruition today.
So with a left-handed hitter waiting, they'll go to their own left-hander out of the bullpen. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1.
He would have had to go with the old-school Tommy Hawk approach on that one if he wanted to get on top. But he was able to lay off it.
Look out. A fastball up near his dome, and that'll wake you up a bit. Lazy fly ball out to center field. Peralta is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. But the Mets do strike for 2, both coming on this 2-run home run. We'll march on to the 8th. Jerry Blevins has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Digging in to try it again, Alex Avila, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far.
The catcher, number 5, Alex Avila.
Pitch on its way to Avila. And this is bounced foul at the plate, and that moves the count to 0-2 now. Here it comes, 0-2. Very weakly on the ground. That's a foul ball. Another 0-2 coming. Got it. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
That's the 3rd time in this game he's gone down on strikes. Not the game he was hoping to have when he was taking batting practice, but at least his guys are ahead.
Standing in now, Daniel Descalso, and he'll promptly send it in the air out to center field. Conforto is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
The batter, catcher,
Yusmani Tomas will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
number 24, Yusmani Tomas. Now pitching for the Mets, number 38, Anthony Huerta.
Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball one. The numbers on the year: 272, 6 home runs, and 15 RBIs. The 1-0 home. A swing and a miss, strike one. The 1-1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Bruce coming on, and the inning is over. Diamondbacks down in order, and this remains. Archie Bradley is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Leading off the inning, Yoenis Cespedes, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
You can't ask for anything more than getting a leadoff man on right there. Brings the go-ahead run to the plate. He's in position to do some damage. It'll be interesting to see how the manager plays this man.
Here's Jay Bruce now. Head-to-head numbers against Archie Bradley. He's 1 for 3. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. In the dirt here. Oh, and this is low, and it won't be dug out, so he picked the right pitch to run on there, and he's in at second base with a stolen bag. And boy, was he ever fooled on that pitch. It's 0-2 now. Well, this one's been a bit of a head-scratcher, despite their home run production today.
Yeah, Matty V, this is one of those that you kind of scratch your head and you go, wow, you hit the ball all the ballpark, but still not enough offense. It just goes to show you this sport is still, D-Row, all about pitching.
It is. It begins and ends on that bump right there. And there's just so many facets to the game. Defense, base running. It's just not the team that hits the most home runs is going to win the ball game.
That's in. Ball
2-2.
2.
Well, he kind of got caught chasing the first 2 pitches out of the strike zone. But I think he's caught onto their game a little bit right now. 2 tough pitches that he took with 2 strikes, and now the count is 2-2.
Here's a high pop-up. Lamb is there to make the catch, and that's a big out, number 1. Here's Todd Frazier now, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. From the stretch, here's the pitch, and he fouls this one off. Here's the pitch. Yanked on the ground down the line, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. And this one's in the dirt. Good job there as the count goes to 1-2. The 1-2. Runner goes for third. Hit out towards second. Marte gloves it, and there are 2 away now. And he is in there. So stepping in, Adrian Gonzalez, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. And now indication from the dugout that they'll issue the free pass, and with the pitcher on deck, that'll force their hand here with 2 gone.
That's what's called getting the treatment. Everyone knows he's a power threat with the bat, so it's all about not letting him be the guy that beats you.
Jose Reyes will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 7, Jose Reyes.
Fouled away. And facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Reyes sitting a little under 200, which for a pitcher, of course, isn't all that bad, really.
Matty, he struggled against right-handed pitching all season long, but he just needs a few knocks today, maybe to get the confidence going. I don't think this is the norm for this ball player.
A ball and 2 strikes to Jose Reyes. Reyes playing here in his age 34 season. This is his 16th season at the major league level, and obviously that alone reflects the incredible career he's put together.
Yeah, and he's had to continue to evolve and adjust as a ball player. To stay in the league that long, 15 years, I can't begin. He's on the short list. There's not many guys who make it a year, 2 years, maybe max. I would wonder what the average length is of guys in the big league.
And the catcher grabs it to retire the side. Jerry's Familia enters from the pen to start the ninth inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the ninth. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Gerard Dyson. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point.
Hey, it's never easy scoring runs against a closer, but this lineup is setting up perfectly right now as the leadoff hitter leads off this inning.
And another strike. Good fastball under the hands. It's 0-2. Little dribbler back at him. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the ninth inning gets underway. And that'll bring in the middle infielder, Ketel Marte. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. 1-0 the count. One-run game here in the top of the ninth. Here's a strike. And that one stayed up a little high.
2-2.
Swinging a soft liner. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Hey, with 2 strikes right there, he didn't try and do too much. He took what the pitcher gave him, got the front foot down, and was able to fist feed a soft liner over the infielder's head.
Fastball in there for a called strike. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
Welcome to my world right here, batter. I've seen this 0-2 count way too many times. Hittable pitch in the middle of the zone, you take one. Slider in the dirt, you come unglued. Now you got to step out of the box. You have no idea what's going to happen.
So it was a swinging strike 3. Paul Goldschmidt goes down for out number 2 in the top of the ninth. Ready for another shot now. Jake Lamb. He singled his last time up. And that's waved at and missed for strike 1.
That is such a tough pitch to lay off right there, but you have to find a way. There's nothing you're going to do with that low sinker except foul it into your shin or hit a ground ball to the left side.
The 1-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
You got to be paying attention as an offense in a hitter's meeting in this.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. 1 left. Andrew Chafin, if a man called on to close this one and earn a save in the ninth. The catcher, Devin Mesoraco, stands in. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. First offering on its way. There's a swing and a high pop-up. Descalzo is there, and that's not the start to the bottom of the ninth this crowd was hoping for. 1 away. So the leadoff man gone to start the top of the ninth as we take a look at league saves leaders entering play. And as you see there, he sits in 4th place in that department in the National League. He's set. Here it comes. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Chafin is a bullpen arm that keeps the ball in the park. It's a rare day that someone takes him deep, which obviously makes him a very valuable commodity in the bullpen.
One of the things as a manager you want to do, you want to bring a reliever in and know that he can keep the ball in the ballpark, and this guy does a great job of that. He's near impossible to get the ball in the air to lift for a home run, and it's one of the reasons why he's a real effective relief pitcher. Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
A strike, and it's 3-1. A swing and a miss at a ball down. 3-2 pitch. High and deep to straightaway right. Souza going back. And as Mets fans have heard before, that ball's out of here. A solo shot here to straightaway right field, as that makes this an 8-all ball game. Asdrubal Cabrera will get another shot at it here as we take you back to inning number 7. This was his second home run of the ball game, as he'd like nothing more than to make it 3 right here. First pitch coming. Here it is. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. 1 out, nobody on. One and one.
I know he buried that slider in right there, but that's a dangerous pitch. If he doesn't pot commit and bury that inside, it leaks out over the plate. He can get hurt with that pitch.
Hit on the ground out to short. Descalzo takes it in. On to first, and Cabrera's a ground out victim. 2 away. Ready for another chance. Michael Conforto. He flew out in his last at bat. He's set, and the pitch. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now. Now the 2-0. Ground ball right side, straight into the shift. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side. Ready once again, David Peralta. Lifetime against Familia. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats.
Obviously, it's pretty deflating when you blow a lead in the bottom of the 9th, and now you're still fighting in extra innings. But the fact is, the game is tied, and a win is still very much a possibility, so they have to play that way.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And that misses 2-2. Hit back toward the mound. Rosario's got it cleanly. Throw to first gets him. 1 out here to lead off the 10th. Riding in once again, Steven Souza. Here comes the first pitch. Good looking sinker on the inside corner. Bases are empty, 1 man out. There's a strike.
Hey, that's obviously the game plan against this guy. Bury it in on his hands. He finds himself down 0-2 now. He doesn't know if he's coming back in there or going breaking stuff down the way.
Here comes another 0-2. Again, he sends it out of play. Another 0-2 home. Count remains at 0-2. The next 0-2. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss. So a perfect start to the 10th here. 2 up and 2 down.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. He might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
Here's the catcher, Alex Avila. He swings and grounds it to short. Rosario brings it in, and he'll make that play look easy as the throw is. Next for the Mets, Yoenis Cespedes. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. From the stretch. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time. And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now.
He had some really good late action on that slider right there. It's hard to do anything with that pitch unless you're sitting on it and catch it out front before it breaks all the way in.
And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. Here's Jake Bruce now. He's doubled and singled in 4 at-bats in this contest. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Driven down the left field line. Will it stay fair? It will as it heads to the corner. A fair ball. And he will make it into second base as the winning run is in scoring position now with only 1 away. Here's Todd Frazier now. He's gone hitless to this point.
Not a great game up to this point, but none of that would matter if he could come through right here. A chance to be the hero.
Here's the first pitch. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Throw in time at first for out number 2. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Adrian Gonzalez. He's got a chance to win it here, but with a couple of bases open, they might think about working around him. And now indication from the dugout that they'll issue the free pass, and with the pitcher on deck, that'll force their hand here with 2 gone.
Up next for the Mets, Edgar.
Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Wilmer Flores will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Chasing after it is Dyson. He's got it as the winning run is stranded. Seth Lugo takes the mound to start the 11th inning. Digging in once again, Daniel Descalso. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. Right over the middle, knee high. 0-1, here's the pitch. Slapped hard the opposite way. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So the leadoff man reaches base safely here in extra innings.
Hey, pitchers, you better start taking notice of this guy. He better be circled on that lineup card because he's on fire. That's his second hit of the ball game right there, and I don't see him stopping.
Up next for Arizona, A.J. Pollock. Go-ahead run at first, nobody out. Now a bunt attempt here, and he will not have a play behind him. It's an infield single. Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Gerard Dyson. He was a ground-out victim last time up. Sacrifice situation here, and the manager wisely brings his third baseman in to try and cut down the lead runner if it comes his way. And he's safe. And that'll bring in the middle infielder, Ketel Marte. He's looking for his third hit of the ball game here. The 0-1. And now everybody's running. Now a bunt attempt here. And he'll get in there safely.
Dan, you'll take RBIs any way you can get them, but when they give your team the lead in the late innings, man, that feels good.
Oh, it especially does, especially when you start to score runs late in the game off of quality pitching. When runs are at a premium, that's one makes you feel really good about yourself.
Here's a breaking ball that falls in there for a strike to even things at 1-1.
Love that pitch right there, and he executed it perfectly. A big arcing curveball that starts at the batter's hip and then just bends onto the inside corner. A lot of hitters have a tendency to open up way too early, and they can't make good contact on that pitch.
Pollock, the runner at third. Dyson on second. Marte at first with no outs. Popped him up. There to make the play is Frazier for the first out. Jake Lamb standing in now and looking to improve on a 1-for-5 effort so far. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
Getting that first pitch strike is really important when you're dealing with the bases loaded behind you. Good job to give himself the advantage there.
Behind 0-2 now. And this is swung on and missed. A huge out there as the bases will stay loaded with 2 away now.
Now batting,
Ready for another chance? David Peralta. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. No balls and 1 strike. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now.
You know, he put himself in trouble right here, but he is finding a way to make pitches, and he's got a chance to get out of this thing.
A little bouncer. And a slider is way low, but a good job there to knock this one down. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here.
This is exactly the reason why this guy has been so successful and has played this game so long, scrambling pitch after pitch, making this guy work out on the mound.
8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. A foul tip held on to behind the plate, and he comes through with a big strikeout. Nick Ahmed is into the ball game as a defensive replacement. He'll be the new shortstop here.
Now playing shortstop, number 13.
Catcher Devin Mesoraco stands in. His previous meetings with Randall Delgado, he's 0 for 7. And that's taken high and outside for ball 1. Delgado, 28 years old. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
Hey, I think if you ask this guy honestly how his season's gone so far, he'd tell you he's not happy with it. It's been kind of an average year for him, but he has time to get hot and make that salary push.
Sharp slider that time, just missed inside. The 2-1 home. Hit hard down the right field line. Just foul. The 2-2. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
It'd be great right here if he was able to work himself on base. You got the leadoff hitter on deck, and you know the middle of the order's coming up right behind him.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now a swing and a fly ball. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Line drive to left. Peralta is going to get there as he backs up to put it away. And there are 2 gone now. Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera. He was a ground out victim last time up. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And that one stayed too low apparently. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. That's wide. 2-0. Count. Here it comes. Dribbled up the line. Marte fields it cleanly. Throw in time for the final out, and the Diamondbacks will salvage at least the finale in this 3-game series.